Hello, everybody. Welcome to Monday. The S&P 500 was up a little bit more than 1/4 of 1% today, certainly offsetting the trend we had last week with so many down days in a row. We talked about on the show kind of the, pre-election drops that happen on average. But this week is probably going to be a lot more focused on the things that are happening in the earnings arena. And then we get our big PCE report, which is the inflation report that the Federal Reserve, likes to use for deciding what to do with interest rates, really the last big inflation report that comes before they meet next month. So I believe I read someplace that 42% of the weight of the S&P 500 is going to be reporting this week, and that has to do with the Google's, also known as Alphabet, Facebook, Apple, Microsoft, all these companies that are going to be reporting here. The market kind of jumped up, around 1/4%, stayed there all day, kind of flatlined, and did better on the small caps, which are up about 1.6%. But they kind of did the same thing. They opened up and just kind of stayed on a flat line basis. And usually you see things like that. It's just the market's kind of waiting to see what happens. In my personal experience, this week is a big week. Every quarter that comes across earnings, this is the biggest week outside of possibly when NVIDIA now, reports their earnings, which is towards the end of the earnings season. But the market doesn't always do well during this week. Some forward guidance and those types of things. It seems like the market needs to get past all these earnings things, and then the market can often do quite well, just from my experience. So, don't expect anything spectacular to this week, even if there are some good numbers that come out, because we still are facing the election, which isn't far away. Money's got to wait and see what happens, in my opinion, just to, before it starts investing into certain areas based on, what the outcome is. So not a bad day. That's good to have it jump up a little bit instead of down like last week. But if you look at last week, it looks pretty flat too. If you look at the overall chart, let's say on a weekly basis, we're still doing great. The pattern of primary trend up is still there very strongly, so nothing's changed at all as far as that goes. So anyway, look forward to seeing what's going to happen tomorrow. Thank you very much.